Pretty please excuse the appearances today. It's just one of those not getting ready, not feeling it days. We are snowed in. Not really, that was dramatic. Christian's at work. We're not really snowed in. The backyard always looks prettier, so I'll show you that in a second. But we got like, I don't know, like 2 inches? Maybe getting ready for 3 inches. The backyard's always prettier with all the trees that we've got going on. But we got quite a bit of snow going, and I'm dying to do a little bit of decorating. I have a couple little Valentine's things out and just a few random things, but I thought I would decorate our little mantle this morning. It's kind of just a catch-all for a lot of things we don't want the girls to have within reach we put up here, but I like it to just be like clean and simple and decorated and not junk. So I want to declutter stuff, I want to clean up here, and I got one cute little thing. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. I found this on Facebook Marketplace, and it's like a tiny sketch of a boat on the water, and it's in a really pretty frame that has like really fun detailing up top, and the back is signed by the artist. Can you see that? And says 1972. And I'm not quite sure where it's gonna live in the house forever, but right now I have it up on the mantle, and we can do a lot better than this right now. I also know that I want to just throw out this candle that I have. It's a Vanilla Bean Noel, and it's just not my favorite, and it's been up here forever because I don't like lighting it. So that needs to go in the trash. Just other random stuff. I'm also not quite sure what else will be in this video. I think we might do Daisy's room a little bit. I bought a little bookshelf to go in there that I need to refinish and stain, but we'll see how much we actually get done. I think that would be fun to like do some organizing projects, some decorating projects, some DIY stuff, and just spruce up the house a little bit in the dreariest winter days. This little scene, much cleaner, much nicer. I actually had to take the greenery out of the vase it was originally in because Christian got me Valentine's flowers and I used the vase that was in. So this little one we pulled out. I really like this picture. It was smaller than I anticipated for sure, but I think it adds a lot of character, and I love that it's original print, like someone just sketched that on that paper, and that's the only one in existence. I feel a little bit special having that. But I'm very happy with a clean and clear mantle. Also, on the randomness of this video already, this breakout is driving me insane. Okay, I don't want to theorize too much or put too much weight on this because truly we are happy with whatever gender our baby is. If you missed my last video, we are pregnant with baby number 3. But for both Madeline and Daisy's pregnancies, my skin has never been clearer. Like literally not a single pimple either pregnancies. When I am not pregnant or breastfeeding, I get like breakouts along my chin, hormonal, in relationship to my cycle, all that. That's very normal for me. So I'm very curious. I've heard both sides that like pregnancies being different has nothing to do with gender, and it's just whatever, it just what happens to your body, and it's all other factors that play into that stuff. But I do wonder, I'm like, I had 2 perfectly clear skin pregnancies with both my girls, and this pregnancy, this is a very weird occurrence. So ignore the pimple, but also, what do you think? Is it a boy? Are we having a boy? I'm 12 weeks and like 4 or 5 days right now, so we still have quite a bit of waiting to do until we find out the gender, and so it's just fun to like theorize while we do not know. But I wanted to also show you this, my little black book. But I actually bought this as a gift for my dad for Christmas, and then I thought it was such a cute idea that I bought it for myself. I used to make photo books for the year, like for 2020 and 2021. I've missed a couple of years. I think I missed 22 and 23, but I used to like go on to like Shutterfly or something and upload all of our photos, and they would print them in like an actual book format. But I was so stressed out doing that. Like it just seemed like so much work to pick your configuration, and I was a perfectionist about it, so I wanted to control the layout of every page and how each photo was designed, and it was just overwhelming, so much that I like just didn't do it for 2022 and 2023. But then for this one, I got like a physical one. I found it on Etsy, and so I don't know if you can really appreciate it. It's like a black linen, and it's totally plain. I might actually get our Cricut out and like cut out 2024 for the spine or the front of it. But for now, I just took a little pen and off center wrote 2024 the McPhails, and it is a bunch of photos. Like these are like photos printed out from like a CVS. So I went through all of my phone photos of the year, made a folder, and then narrowed it down. It was really hard because there's only 48 photo slots in this. But you just have like a little clear pocket you slide your photos into, and I guess you could write along here if you want to. I feel like I'm not cutesy enough to do that, and I feel like the photos speak for themselves, but I just put them in order of the year as we like went along. You can see like Daisy's room before we finished it. Obviously pictures of the girls hiking, going out for coffees, just like sweet, sweet photos and memories for the whole year. We're in the summertime now, jumping in the pool, doing the swings, bubbles, all of just like the fun, sweet family memories. And I'm just really happy that I did this. I also stuck in here, I don't know exactly how to make the best use out of these. Christian and I took our first like vacation, just the two of us, this past year in 2024, and we got some like postcards from the resort we stayed at, and so like I want to keep that as like part of the keepsake, so I've just like stuffed them in. Same with the last page with our Christmas card. It was too big to fit in one of the pockets, and so I'm just gonna stick it like, I don't know, over here with all of our Christmas photos, which we don't have very many Christmas photos this year because we were all sick with the flu. But this little photo album I think is so, so sweet, and all of the photos that I printed from CVS was so cheap. It was way less stressful than doing like the online photo book for me because the layout was very simple. I can't explain why. It was just so much less stressful. Like it was more fun for me to make this, and all the other photo books I put too much pressure on myself, and this just like simplified it enough to make it fun and exciting, and I'm glad we now have that for the year. I feel like I haven't like chatted on a vlog, even though I talk nonstop. That's all this channel is me yapping. But I haven't been like super chatty in the last couple of weeks because we've obviously been keeping the pregnancy part of our lives a secret. I noticed if you go back to my last week in the life video, I actually like literally had my pregnancy tests out in the video, and I almost edited it out. But I was like, not enough people watch my videos to actually catch that. But if you go back to when I was like showing you like putting cookies over here, you can totally see I have 2 pregnancy tests just sitting out in my kitchen. So let me know if you go back, if you can spot them in the video there. But I feel like I'm just yapping and sharing all these things with you because I haven't chatted in a while. And because I've been so pregnant, I have been a terrible cook. Absolutely horrible. So this is not sponsored. We've done these before, these Factor meals. Basically, here, I can just show you. You buy or like pick whichever ones you want, and they're like high protein. This one is a creamy chicken pasta with corn and broccoli, and they are microwave meals, but I think they are definitely more calories and like a better health profile compared to like lean cuisines or the other microwave meals you would find like in a grocery store. So we did the like intro pricing where like everything is half off and like free shipping and all of that. So we got 1 batch of those delivered because I have just not been cooking, and Christian came to me the other day and he's like, Allison, this week we have spent $200 on takeout food. So that was unacceptable. So I think it was like $100 and we got 14 of those meals, which I thought was a good deal. I already canceled it, so sorry if you don't like people who do that. We signed up for their special deal and then canceled it when it was gonna jump to like $200 for the same number of meals. And I think that's a little too much, but that's just something else I've done to make it easier. One, those are high protein, so it's good for me and like my nausea. Like I'm getting a like nutritious protein filled meal to eat, like real food, like chicken and all of those like actual meats. And then also Christian has food when I am not cooking. And $100 for 14 meals is a lot cheaper than the number of meals we were getting for takeout for $200. So that just came in the mail today. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. I'm just chatting. Oh gosh, I look so rough. My nails look cute though. I just did my nails the other day. Can you tell? I'm rambling. I'm gonna shut up now. The girls are napping, so I'm not gonna go do anything in Daisy's room next, but I think I will pick up. I have a few things I wanna like finish in there. We have a lot of boxes and unfinished stuff. I always hated the oval mirror we had on the wall in her room. That wall was supposed to have her dresser with the mirror above it, and that just didn't pan out. So we left the mirror there, and it's just, nothing has sat right with me about that little corner of her room. So I got, like I said, a bookshelf. And I got a new mirror to go above the dresser, and I want to just shift things around in there a little bit, make things a little bit cuter and better, and maybe we'll hop into that next in this video. Just lied, put my camera down, and immediately picked it up because I realized I didn't give an update on reading the 3rd book, Onyx Storm, which is in the Empyrean series. So Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Storm just came out. I just finished it. So good. How could she, no spoilers, so don't worry, but I just don't understand how she could leave us on a bigger cliffhanger in book 3 than she did on book 2. Like, my brain just cannot compute the fact that she made a book end the way it did. Like, that was so rude of her. Also, when is book 4 coming out? I need it now. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews of people who are not fans of book 3 at all, or like that they're done with the series after reading book 3, which is fine. Everyone can have different reading opinions. My 2 cents were that I went through the reread of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, which I like never do. I don't really reread a lot of books, even the ones I enjoy, because I'm just like, there's so many new books that I want to consume. But I took the time to reread Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, so I was like, I knew what was going on. I knew like the details and all of like the intricacies of the fantasy world she was building and like the mission they were on. And I think that made my reading experience so much better. I heard so many reviews of people saying the book was so confusing. They like were really trying to keep up with what was going on. They didn't know the characters. They had no idea what was going on. And I definitely did not have that experience at all rereading them. So if you were someone who did not love it, sorry, obviously you don't have to do what I say, but I think maybe it's a big commitment. But like, reread Fourth Wing, reread Iron Flame if you enjoyed those, and then read Onyx Storm again, because it really just, it was not overwhelming with the reread done. So that's my 2 cents on it. I loved it. Cannot wait for the next one. I have a little stack on my nightstand of other books that are next on my radar. I already read The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy, which was also so good. I was up until literally 1:30 in the morning finishing it because it was such a good book. I love her whole little like hockey romance universe she's built. So I read that one after Onyx Storm, and I think that's going to save me from falling into a complete book slump. But now the next 3 books I kind of have on my radar is Reckless by Lauren Roberts. This is the sequel to Powerless. And I think book 3, Fearless, comes out next. I want to say the name's Fearless. I don't know. But I want to read this one just because I want to pick up book number 3. I also have Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. I've only read The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, and that was an emotional book and a half. And I have heard so many good things about Firefly Lane, so I'm excited to try that one. And also I read one Sally Rooney book. I read Normal People and was obsessed with it. So I picked up a couple more of her books, and this is just the one I grabbed to bring upstairs with me. So I want to try Conversations with Friends too. So this is, I don't know what I'm gonna pick up next. I kind of want to go fantasy. It's also YA, so I feel like it'll be a little bit easier to read. So let's do that. Gotta pick out a bookmark. Shameless plug for my own bookmarks. The Book Was Better, with a cute little stamp for a place called Homeco on the back. I'm gonna go read this. Actually, I'm gonna go resettle the baby in her crib because I can hear her talking. And then I'm gonna go start Powerless. Nope, Reckless. Hello, new day, still pajamas, no makeup, looking gross. Daisy just got up from a nap. We're all on the couch with Bucky. Super important update. I'm eating microwaved mac and cheese from Trader Joe's because that sounds good. The reason I hopped on though is because Christian is making all of my dreams come true, and a piece that I have been hunting for on Facebook Marketplace for months now with no success in any capacity has been like a vintage wooden coffee table, like really sturdy and strong, but also simple and clean. And this one just popped up. Like I've been looking at it on Marketplace, or looking at Marketplace today, and this one like just popped up. Immediately messaged Christian because he is the saint of a husband that he is, and he was like, yes, absolutely, I'll grab it for you. Let me get cash. Let me know when. Like I normally like do the conversations when I want something, and he's like, just send me an address and how much money I need to bring, and he will take care of it. So I really hope this pans out. I think he's going there right now to pick it up. It's a little bit far from us. Maybe not terrible. It's like 20 minutes. I so hope we get this. I don't know if you can truly appreciate it here, but it's a vintage maple coffee table. It looks so pretty. Like solid wood. I love the legs, like little details on the legs. Can you see that? And it'll go here in the family room, and we're gonna be losing this space for like play area, which is kind of a bummer. But if you pan to this side of our living room, there's a lot of open space over here. So I'm thinking maybe the toys and all of that stuff will end up in this credenza cabinet I've got going on, and like the play area, running around crazy area will be this section of the house. So there's lots of free space over here. And then I will finally be able to place the coffee table of my dreams right there.
Interact.
Out.
Dude, Toasty came with that. Dude, that.
It's now the next day. We got the coffee table in last night. We scrubbed it. It was so filthy, but I love it. It's so cute. It has like all of these little, not scalloped, but just like little details over here. I love the legs. It's maple wood, except I definitely thought the entire thing was solid wood. The entire base is solid wood, and the top is like not a very cute wood veneer on particle board, but Christian realized it's assembled like really simply and held up great, so he thinks we can just pop this top off at some point in time. Not in a rush to do that, but at some point in time, pop the top off, build our own maple top. We can just like pull this piece off, unscrew it, lay it on a new piece of hardwood, maple hardwood, so it'll match this like nice quality wood, and then use a router and just like use this top as a stencil and cut that out, screw it on, refinish the whole thing in the same shade of wood. I kind of like this medium tone wood it's got going on, but I'm really happy with it. Besides the cheap veneer top, for 40 bucks on Facebook, this is kind of exactly what I was looking for. And especially with like our living room being a tighter space, I think the size of it is great. You can still like walk around here. The girls can fit here. Bucky can get up and down. Excuse the mess. We've been living here, obviously. And there's still like room for the girls to run here. It doesn't impede that much on the space right here. So I really am happy with this piece. What I might do right now though, is this drawer has some hardware that is very dingy. And I wonder if I take this off and can go, oh, ew. Definitely need to clean inside that drawer too. But I wonder if I can just go take some Barkeeper's Friend to this right now and brighten that up at all. But I'm curious. I might just unscrew that right now and go see if we can clean that up. Also today, I'm feeling a little bit more myself. I also just had a coffee, which is definitely helping. But I think, knock on wood, fingers crossed, my nausea is starting to pass. I still need to be very mindful about eating protein, eating right when I wake up, and not eating like too many sweets or overdoing the caffeine or anything. But like, I'm feeling tired, but like less like I'm gonna throw up every 5 seconds. So I might go down, and I have one more thing, a piece of furniture for Daisy's room, a bookshelf, a little kid's bookshelf that I need to sand and refinish. And it's been sitting in the garage for like weeks now, and I don't think it'll be too hard to refinish. I don't know if we have the right sandpaper we need, so that might be a problem, but I got the girls down for a nap right now and might want to go see what I can do with that. Maybe we can get started on that project and finish up Daisy's room, because I've realized once we find out the gender of this baby, if it's a boy, like we're not going to be doing anything else in Daisy's nursery, because we're going to start thinking about how to turn an all pink nursery into a little boy's nursery. And so today I'm 13 weeks. I have 7 weeks left where like, well, I guess it could be a girl. We think it's going to be a girl, but like, if it's a girl, we won't change the nursery. It'll just be the beautiful pink nursery it is for this next baby too. But if it's a boy, like I'm not gonna wanna finish her room. So I kind of wanna put that as a priority, because it's mostly my little projects in there that I wanna do, some decorating things, the bookshelf refinishing, styling it, that stuff. And then I just feel like that's a timely matter to get to. So I'm gonna clean the hardware on the coffee table, see if that brightens it up at all. And then go see if we can start refinishing that little bookshelf downstairs. Was not expecting the little hardware to turn like 3 different colors, so rub and buff it is. I might let this like set for a while and do a little bit more into like the nooks and crannies with a paintbrush or something, but I'm gonna let that like set and like dry a little bit and harden before I put it back onto the coffee table. Christian just came home with my tripod, which he has been using for like using a laser level at work for the past couple weeks. So I've been using like janky, what's it called? Tripods, like setting my camera up precariously. Before I decided that I'm too lazy, let's go down to the garage in the freezing cold and try to go sand this bookshelf. I'm in the garage and I just realized, Christian going back to work, I think he has our sander in his car. I found it. I found the sander, but I did not find an extension cord. That's the issue with the contractor husband deal, because we have all the tools in the world, but he has them most of the time when he's at work. So I'm now on the patio. We have a plug right up here in our screened-in porch, which I know is not ideal. There's gonna be dust everywhere. Christian's gonna be annoyed. Don't tell him. But I wanna do this now, because if I don't do it now, I'm gonna do it never. She is far from perfect, and I definitely should have gone like something in between 80 and 220, but I think she's gonna be beautiful. I'm gonna be staining her dark with a gel stain, so I'm not super stressed about all these little like details that aren't perfect. Overall, I'm really impressed with what this has turned into from $15. I would start staining it right now, but I needed to go change my clothes. I was absolutely covered head to toe in dust. Also, shameless promotion for my embroidery shop, place called Home Co. I am selling right now these slow mornings club. It's like a deep chocolatey brown. It's like perfect for those cozy winter mornings transitioning into warmer weather. I love this sweater. It's my favorite one we've made. But I had to completely change my outfit because I was covered in dust. I would take a leaf blower and blow off everything out here. You can't even see it. It's so wonky with lighting. But Christian, I think, has the leaf blower in his truck. Somehow I've managed to get sick again, not feeling great, but really determined to finish this. It's also freezing. It's like in the 20s outside. Maddie's out here helping me. We're gonna stain the bookshelf and finish this project. Not right now, because I need to seal it after we stain it and all that stuff, but keep moving forward on it.